the prime directive of non-interference.
This is not considered interference?
No, this is part of the plan. It's a good plan because people forget that they're part of the light. But they start to remember, and the light that they bring, just by being who they are, actually makes a huge difference, just by holding the light within them. They are a tiny spark which connects to all the other tiny sparks around the globe, and it's becoming lighter and lighter.
And the children that are coming now have had the way prepared for them, so it's easier.
Yes.
But they're still having difficulty because some of them are so evolved, and the adults do not understand them.
Yes.
I've had many teachers ask how they can help the children. Do you have any suggestions?
The limitations of the education system need to be readdressed so that the freedom of the spirit of each child can be truly expressed in a creative way. And they need to introduce less structure to the timetable and allow more free movement between subjects so the children can see how things are all connected together. It's hard for them to sit still and learn numbers and letters, and they can't see the whole picture. They need to know how this fits together.
I do not believe they should be put on these drugs.
They're not helpful. They're shutting them down. The children need to be changing the system, and they're trying to keep them subdued and suppressed.
So-called normal.
Normalized, yes. But there are too many of them now. Things are shifting.
I don't think they're going to be able to suppress all of them.
No. The wave of change has already started. The toxic environment that humans live in is having a terrible effect, as their bodies are changing now. The pollutants that have built up in their bodies are causing them to feel stuck, and these symptoms occur.
Dizziness, tiredness, muscle aches and pains, and stiff joints.
Yes, this is all part of the adjustments in her body, and it's happening all over. People need to slow down and take care of their bodies because of the pollution. We are helping her, and as the depression lifts, she will want to be here more, because she'll feel happier here. The pollution on the planet has unbalanced her. The chemicals in her brain and her body are out of balance. Gradually, as she integrates the things she's learned, her body will adjust. I'm getting a picture that her spiritual body has never been fully connected or lodged in the physical body, because she had to shut part of it down. But she's rewiring it at the moment, and that is going to heal her. She will understand her purpose again, and her depression will lift. It's also teaching her to be still and learn the limitations of being in this body. It's an important lesson, that through the illness she's learned how to achieve balance in a way she would have never known before. And it's helping her. She's in control of the whole situation. She has created it all. Even the discomfort of the symptoms is there for her as a tool. And she will have no need of it in the future. The body's being rewired while she's asleep.
Is that part of the DNA changes?
Yes, that's part of the rewiring, the DNA changes. And the reason it's not happening harmoniously with her is because of the buildup of toxins and pollutants all around her and in her body. The rewiring is more difficult. It's like part of her spiritual body is vibrating much higher than her physical body, and that's not connecting properly.
Is this happening to everyone in the world?
Some people are finding it easier to change, mutate, as the DNA structure is changing, and others are finding it harder. Those that live in more polluted areas, and those that have had more difficulties incarnating.
Do you think everyone is experiencing something?
It depends on what level people are aware of. But yes, across the board, there are changes occurring all over the planet.
It's a good thing we're not aware of them on the conscious level. We probably wouldn't be able to handle it.
It is important for her to remember that she was part of a great plan, and that she was part of the light. It is important for her to remember to keep going, and not to give up. It is now time for her to remember. This information that has been stored inside her mind isn't quite accessible at this stage, but will be useful in the future. She will have settled into a new pattern by then. Her body will have been rewired, and it will be easier for her to recall these things that she needs to know. The information is often implanted during dreams, especially dreams of many different symbols. These symbols contain whole blocks of information, and this is being put into the mind. The bodies will be rewired and the memories will surface. The information will be coming through then. It's already wired into the memory, and it will just come when it's ready.
I was told this is the way the aliens communicate, not with words but with symbols. They use concepts, blocks of information that are contained in a single symbol. The conscious mind may not be aware of what is happening, but the subconscious recognizes and understands the information that the symbols represents. Symbols are extremely old and have been used down through time immemorial. When the person sees the symbol, it transfers an entire concept into the subconscious mind, where it is absorbed at the cellular level. They said it would lay dormant until the time comes when it is needed. Then the information will surface and the person will not even be aware of where it came from.
She acts as a catalyst which enables people's light to be sparked within them. And sometimes that doesn't come easy to some people, and it challenges them. But just by being who she is doing the plan. Even if it's on the subconscious level, something within them turns on and a light turns on. But some people are stuck and find it hard to take this on. If she knew how much she was doing, she would be happy that the plan was being carried out in the way it was designed. It will help her to know that she is doing her job very well just by being who she is. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. Your body is just being rewired, and you don't need to worry about that. Just relax. Go and do the things that you feel compelled to do. And just keep your eyes fixed on the goal that you came to do, which was to bring the light. Just be who you are, and know that you are very much loved, and that you're never alone.
During the session, I was feeling a lot more than I could describe in words. I felt clearly that the loneliness I felt was an illusion of the third dimension, that I was in fact surrounded by beings of light most of the time, and that there are many other light workers around me at all times.